everybody. Gotta love a nice cold start in the morning. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching another video. Today we're going to be doing some more tuning with the Audi S3. I got another revision for my E85 tune, so I'm super excited to do that. It is a little wet outside today, so we got to be a little careful, but it is the holiday weekend, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. That was yesterday. Today's Black Friday, so shouldn't be too many cars out on the road, so we should be able to have some fun in Mexico today. And yeah, guys, so I'm super excited. The base map was absolutely brutal, so I know that this revision is going to be like amazing and scary, so I'm very excited to see what the car can do. And another thing too, guys, I know a lot of people ask, but all the parts that I have on my car and tools that I use are all linked down in the description below. So if you click on my description box in all my videos, you'll see most of the parts that I have on all of my cars, my GTI, my S3, tools that I use, and all of that stuff, so you guys can check that out as well if you want to purchase some of the stuff and mods that I have for my cars. So let's get into it, let's have some fun. And I really need a coffee, so I'm gonna get a coffee first, then we'll have some fun with the car. So unfortunately, guys, it is a pretty gloomy day. It did stop raining though, so that should be good. I could go get my coffee in peace, wake up a little bit with a nice caffeine rush, and then have some fun in the Audi, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And this car has been an absolute blast. It's been a joy to just, you know, go through the tuning process. I know a lot of people have enjoyed the whole tuning process on like how it works, and a lot of you guys have DM'd me about that, and I'm just glad to be able to help people out and tell them, you know, how the process is and what to expect, and that it's pretty simple if you don't want to spend the extra money to have to go rent out a dyno and all that stuff, because obviously even myself, like, I'm not made of money. I just thought for myself it would be much more cost effective to do it this way. It gives me some extra money to do other things that I want to do instead of, you know, renting out a dyno and whatnot. And then once the tuning process is done, then we'll go dyno the car and see how much power it makes. So honestly, guys, I'm just excited. Things have gone really smoothly. The car's reacted perfectly. I've had no issues, no hiccups with the car. It's been literally flawless. Everything, barely any knock. Like a tiny bit of knock on like the shifts, but that's normal because of just the weight transfer of the engine and all that stuff when the car shifts. So it's been very well. Matt's been very happy with the way the car's performed, and so am I. And yeah, guys, so let me get my coffee because I'm literally falling asleep at the wheel. All right, guys, so I got my coffee. I also mounted another GoPro right here on the driver's side window to get another angle. I think it would be kind of cool just to like do something like that, I guess, to change it up a little bit. But now we're gonna head over to Mexico after I drink some of this coffee because I am dead tired. It's actually pretty good. And then, yeah, we're gonna have some fun, guys. So let's get to it. I can't freaking wait. All right, guys, so we're logging. I have my access port ready to go. So we're gonna see exactly what we can accomplish. Let's drop it a gear. Oh no, man. Oh my god. Okay, that was 33.8 pounds of boost. That's pretty good. We'll turn it around and do another one coming the other way. But Jesus Christ, it's a little wet, so it did get a little slippery there. But that was kind of fun. That was kind of fun, guys. Let's do one more. Let's see what we can do. That's crazy. Wow. I already got my log from the other one, but that was intense. Jesus. Oh my. Woo! Wow. This car, honestly, it doesn't cease to amaze me how quick this car is. And I'm gonna be honest, it is a little drizzly outside, the roads are a little wet. Like, the car broke a little bit of traction. Obviously, traction control needs to be off. Traction control can't kick in because it's gonna obviously ruin the log, it'll ruin the pull and all that. But these tires, I don't know. At the track, they weren't great. They weren't. They weren't, they weren't, they weren't, they weren't terrible, but they weren't great. But to be honest, it doesn't seem to amaze me how quick this car is. And I'm gonna be honest, it is a little drizzly outside, the roads are a little wet. Like, the car broke a little bit of traction. Obviously, traction control needs to be off. Traction control can't kick in because it's gonna obviously ruin the log, it'll ruin the pull and all that. But these tires, I don't know. At the track, they weren't great. They weren't terrible, but they weren't great. But the fact that they're kind of hooking in the rain, kind of impressive. And I had to get out of it a little bit and pedal it a little bit, because obviously I'm not trying to, you know, go into a guardrail or something like that. Car's all-wheel drive, obviously, guys, so if you lose all 4 corners, like, you're pretty much done for. Which obviously all-wheel drive, when it comes to traction, it's, you know, you really can't beat it in a lot of scenarios, but when you lose traction on all 4 corners, it's not a pleasant experience. You can't really correct an all-wheel drive car once you lose traction on all 4 corners, so that's obviously something to keep in mind. Rather than like a front-wheel drive car or like a rear-wheel drive car that kicks out, you might be able to like correct and get out of it, but on something like this, you got to know when to let off, and I did let off for a second, went back into it, and it was good, but wow, that was kind of thrilling. That kind of got me a little sweaty. So, but I got my log on the first pull. The second one was just for fun, and we're gonna shoot those over to Matt, and yeah, hopefully we get another revision sometime, you know, early next week, middle next week, so we'll see. One thing I do want to mention, guys, and it's pretty big, is just I'm really starting to notice the potential of this platform, and I kind of try to wrap my head around basically what you get with one of these cars, because the MQB platform is super, super reliable. That's number one. There's a lot of people with over 100,000 miles on hybrid setups with all the fueling mods that beat on their car religiously and have 0 issues. These are the same people that are making, you know, 500 something wheel horsepower. There was one guy in our group, actually, I forgot what his name was, but he had a MK7 GTI and hybrid setup, MPI, everything, right? And he was also spraying nitrous. So he was on spray, and the way he had to come in, I think he made, like, no joke, like 620, 630 wheel horsepower, and that car had like 160,000 miles on it, and he had it that way for like 2 years until the engine blew, which is absolutely ridiculous. So the potential of this platform is amazing as long as you keep the torque down. I believe somewhere like, I think max is like 450 pound-feet of torque at the wheels. As long as you keep it like under that range, like 430, 440 range, you're pretty much safe, and you can easily make 540, 550 wheel horsepower on E85. This is revision number 2 for me, so I'm not even sure what to expect when the car is done. My 93 tune took 4 revisions, which is perfect because that's like the lowest amount that EQT like says that they'll do, basically, where it's kind of like you'll get 4 to 8 revisions. Some people even get more because their car just isn't running correctly, but mine was simple. And this one so far, Matt looked at the logs from the base map and everything was perfect. So that's good, number 1. And then number 2 is, right now on my revision 2, car's making almost 34 pounds of boost now, and we still have a couple of more to go. We're going to add more timing to it, more boost to it again. So I'm suspecting somewhere around like 35-ish that the car's going to end up on, probably. I don't want to push this car to the limit. I know that there's people that'll do like, you know, 36, 37 pounds, but then you're getting into new motor territory where, you know, you're going to be playing with fire, and I don't want to do that. So I want this motor to stay together. I don't drive it like an idiot all the time. I drive it hard when I need to do this and when I go to the track and all that stuff, but like just leisurely driving, I'll drive it around for fun, a pull here and there. I don't like consistently beat on the car, so I do expect the car to last for a while. One more thing I'm going to address before I close out the video, because I still have people asking, and you'll be able to find it in my videos, basically what my setup is right now. A lot of people are DMing me what my current setup on my car is for the hybrid. So just a very quick runoff. It's a Vortex XL from EQT. That's the hybrid turbo that I'm running. I'm running the CTS MPI kit with the 980cc injectors. I'm running the EQT RS3 style brushless low pressure fuel pump. That thing puts in work, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, when I was looking at my logs on DataZap, from what I kind of understand, like what to look for, my fuel pump is not even at 50% duty cycle or something like that. Even on like 93, like on my final revision on my tune, it was like 60% or something. So there's so much more room for fueling. Like this fuel pump is like putting in some work. What else? I'm running for spark plugs the 5750, 5750. Denso spark plugs. They're 2 ranges colder than stock, If you're stage 1 or stage 2 with no hybrid, you could run the 5749 plugs, which are really good, which is what I was running previously when I was stage 2 E30, switched out to the 5750s to comply with the proper spark plugs that you got to run. I'm on stock ignition coils. I've never changed the coils in this car, no misfires. Same coils that I bought the car with. Stock coils are perfect, guys. You don't need to buy the APR coils that everybody for some reason wants to change to. Those coils have been known to have a lot of problems. You do not need the APR coils. Just run an OEM ignition coil. They're more than good enough for like any setup that you're going to be running. Even people with like bigger turbos, full frames, they run those like without any kind of issue. So you don't need any upgrade on that. What else? I have the CTS downpipe to my stock muffler in the rear. APR carbon open intake, which I think I'm going to be switching that out, guys. I'm going to be doing a crazy intake setup that you guys, again, I'm talking to the company right now to see like what we can do, but they might be supporting the channel, we'll see. But I do want to change my intake setup because now that I'm getting very serious about power, I want to put the best thing possible, not just for looks. So I might be selling off my APR intake and going with this other intake. It's a crazy setup. Again, I hope it comes to fruition because I really, really want to run it. It looks insane. And what else, guys? Yeah, pretty much power-wise, there's nothing really else that you need. And then tuning. I have my 93 tune and my E85 tune from EQT that I'm working on right now. Again, this is revision 2. I'm hoping that we get a couple more in, and that's about it, guys. And like I mentioned before, I have all the parts that I use on my car, all the bolt-ons, and the links down below in my description. So in the description box, you'll find everything that I use, from bolt-on parts to the tools that I use on the regular when I'm working on my car. So if you want anything that I use on my car, that I run on my car, you'll find everything linked down below with my GTI, my S3, everything you'll find there. Just click on the link, you'll be able to order it directly, and yeah, you'll be running the same kind of parts as I do if you guys are interested in that. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and now we're gonna go for a quick trip home, film the outro, and we'll be good to go. Anyways, guys, that's going to conclude the video. Thank you so much for watching. The car is incredible. I mean, I don't have any other words to say. This car is incredible. It pulls like a freight train. It is fast. I mean, I always say this after one of the videos that I do when I'm tuning the car. I can't fathom to think that the car is going to get faster than it already is. I don't know. It's brutal for the street. It really is. And again, EQT's done a great job. You know, I look at the log. So when I do a log on the car, I send it to them, but I also put it on DataZap just to see how everything's going. I look at knock, I look at AFRs, I look at boost pressure, I look at my fuel pump duty cycles just to see how the car's running. And the car, it's flawless. Like, there's no knock on this setup at all. Like, from when I do a pull from like 2,000 to 2,500 all the way up to redline and shift, there's like a little blip of knock, like 0.038, something like that, but that's just from the shift, the actual brutalness of the shift at redline. But from, you know, low RPM all the way up top, there's no knock whatsoever, which is incredible. And it didn't happen on 93, and it didn't happen so far in E85, which I don't expect it to, because E85 is pretty knock resistant, so I shouldn't have any issues with that. But yeah, guys, like I mentioned before, again, a lot of you do ask me what parts I'm running in my car and where to get them. I have everything linked down below in the description box. Everything that I use, all tools, all parts, everything that is on this car is going to be linked down below, and a couple extra things too as well that you'll see there, from Into the AM clothing that I'm sponsored by, and wearing their hat right now, AutoCast for wireless Bluetooth, for Apple CarPlay. I have a lot of stuff linked down below that you guys can check out if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching. This has been super fun. I can't wait to get my next revision, probably sometime next week, and we'll finish up the car. And my plan is, once this car is completely done being tuned with all the revisions done, I'm going to be making a dyno appointment with a local shop to see if we could throw it on there and see how much power this car makes, so you guys have a reference to know how much you're capable of making out of this platform once you're on a hybrid with all the fueling mods in E85. But again, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.